And we're off. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. Looks like I missed the first 16 seconds of the race. But both runners are on Ceres Station, making their way through this mysterious space station. Yes, beeps with the Blatt timer, which is guaranteed to shave at least 10 seconds off of a PB. They say it works 60% of the time, every time. Both runners finding the baby Metroid, but it is captured by Ridley, the skeletal space pelican. They damage themselves down, and Ridley takes off. Both runners hitting the steam a little bit. Ceres Station escape can be tricky. It comes down to execution and steam RNG. Beeps finishing Ceres with a 44.65. Cross shortly behind him at a 42.02. To all you viewers out there, be sure to follow the runners. That way you show your support for their racing and their improvement in this any percent tournament. We make our way down to planet Zebus, Zebs, or Zabas, depending on how you want to call it. And both runners will make their way through Criteria down to Old Brinstar, where they can pick up their first major item of the game, the Morphing Ball. Crossproduct utilizing a trick called Moonfall to get through the reverse climb, whereas Beep selected to just do a standard fall. Personal best times for both runners. Beeps entered the tournament with the fastest time overall at a 50 minutes and 8 seconds time. That was the fastest time at time of entry, making him the #1 seed in this tournament. Crossproduct not far behind at a 52.39 PB. Both runners, having collected their Morphing Ball and their first missile packs, will now make their way back through Old Torian. And wouldn't you know it, it's infested with space pirates. Zebus has come alive and the enemies are out in force. Beeps with a right side wall jump climb, making short work of the enemies and short works of those wall jumps. Crossproduct also electing to go right side. Having a little tiny bit of trouble with the climb. This is climb is definitely a challenging aspect of any Super Metroid run. Beeps with a very smooth entry into the Bomb Toriso room. It's our first mini-boss of the game. Beeps collecting bombs, going for the NTSC Impossible Bomb Toriso skip, but it's still worth it. Still worth a try. Beeps with a textbook Bomb Toriso fight, avoiding the decapitation animation and finishing off BT in no time. Cross product going in against BT now. Beeps having a little trouble with Alcatraz, but gets it second try. Great jukes and great morph ball use by cross product to avoid losing any health and then losing missile drops from BT, again making short work of him. Beeps has picked up the first energy tank of the game and is making his way towards Green Brinstar. Cross product with first try Alcatraz escape. Very nice job. And Cross will head through Terminator. Beeps bonked the door a little bit. Has to go for the backup strat on the early Supers mock ball. But nails it second try. Beeps has now made his way into Pink Brinstar, while Cross Product nails the early Supers mock ball and will pick up his Super Missile pack. Both runners early on showing really clean movement. Beeps was maybe a pixel off on that missile pickup on the jump. But he'll head down and grab the charge beam, a crucial item for any percent category. I should say any percent route rather than category. There are, of course, two major routes, the old route and new route. Has to do with the boss order that the runners attempt. So we'll see what routes these runners choose. If I had to guess, I'd say both are running old route or KPDR. Beep's making really quick work of Green Hill Zone. Runs across New Bridge. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having some connection problems, and I keep falling behind on this stream commentary stream. So we'll just get a bit more aggressive with our refreshing, and hopefully I can keep up. Cross is crossing New Bridge as Beeps heads for Crade. Beep setting up for the Kraid quick kill. Cross is only a few rooms behind. He's setting into Kraid as well. Beeps with a textbook Kraid quick kill. Very nice job. And Beeps collects his various suit while Cross starts his Kraid fight. A swaggy D-boost from Beeps to escape Kraid's lair. Cross just missing the Kraid quick hook a tiny bit. Looks like he's going to dance with the big man Kraid. Despite missing the quick kill, Cross makes really short work of Kraid and will grab his various suit. Beeps is down in Norfair, picking up his swaggy Nikes, the high jump boots. And Crossproduct grabbing Kraid E-Tank. Beeps with quick movement through Cathedral. And a nice mock ball. While Cross picks up his high jump boots. Guaranteed to make you jump higher. Beeps with a flawless Bubble Mountain. Charging his charge beam to get a pseudo screw. And making quick work of that very, very tricky room. Beeps with the speed booster, a very, very important item for any percent category, will allow him to move at a much, much greater rate of speed, but also to shine spark, which allows Samus to traverse very quickly in multiple directions. Cross with a really, really nice Bubble Mountain. Chad asking, what's going on with the timer? That is the patented Blatt timer. The Blatt timer is guaranteed to work 60% of the time every time to make you drop at least 10 seconds off of any PB. If you're just tuning in, viewers, I'd like to welcome you to the Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament race between Cross Product and Beeps. Both runners are in Norfair doing the Norfair cleanup. Yes, as Chad has astutely pointed out, here we have two accomplished speedrunners actually speedrunning a game, trying to complete the game as quickly as possible in a race format, and the winner of the race will be the one that completes the game faster than the other person. Cross Product going for Wave Beam. These platforms can be awfully tricky. Nailing the gate opening, grabbing wave missiles. Beeps is making his way back to Brinstar through the Norfair tunnel. You can just breeze right through there if you have Speed Booster. Not taking a safety save at the Norfair tunnel, because who in their right mind would actually waste their time to do that? My apologies to Chad. It's just that I like to save at that save point, and I think it's ludicrous to do so. Shoutouts to Cross Product, who now has the dashless 100% world record in Super Metroid. Beeps with some swaggy D-boost through Hellway. Unfortunately, I was refreshing and I just missed Beeps had a very, very quick red tower. A couple more swaggy D-boosts, and Beeps has his first power bomb pack. Beeps heading back up towards Criteria now that he has power bombs. Looks like Cross setting up for the hero shot red tower. Very nice execution. And crosses into Hellway. Misses the first D-boost, but nails the second one. Beep setting up for the Moat Spark, but the ground didn't respawn in time. Heads back, tries it again, and crosses the moat without incident. And Cross showing off his skills with a swaggy D-boost out of the power bombs room. Beeps with a really nice short charge to cross the ocean, and he'll be heading towards Fantoon, the trolliest boss ever. Crouch showing great use of the pseudo screw attack to deal with those key hunters. It looks like he's setting up for Ocean Fly. Just barely missing the super. He'll have to charge another short charge to cross the ocean. Beep starting his Dragon fight. We'll see if Fantuna's going to play nicely today for either of these runners. Oh, Beep's just barely missing the particles on the X Factor. Elected to go with Dopplers on the second pattern. Cross with a beautiful speedball right into the Phantoon eye door. And Beeps is through Phantoon without any problems at all. A slow pattern from Phantoon, but crossproduct just delivering a haymaker with that first X Factor. Following up with a fast pattern. As Chad has pointed out, be sure to follow the runners, both crossproduct and BluePlasmaSpark, and any other runners you see in the Super Metroid Prodigies tournament. Beeps has restored power to the wrecked ship, and the defense systems have gone haywire as they're trying to kill Samus. Crossproduct still working on Phantoon here, delivering another X Factor. Another fast pattern, and looks like Cross... Oh, Cross didn't finish it off with missiles. Phantoon's got to be just hanging on the ropes right now. And that'll do it for Phantoon. Ghosts busted for both runners. Beep's making his way through bowling. The best part about the bowling cutscene is it just gives you a chance to reflect, a chance to reset a little bit before you pick up one of the best items in the game, the gravity suit. How about a paralyzer? Yes, very, very good, good movie reference there, Antinomy. And yes, X-ray scope is a terrific item, but not one that is typically collected in an any percent route. These are some really nice movement for the ocean. As crossproduct heads to bowling as well to get his gravity suit. Cross executing a beautiful bowling spark. Beeps makes his way back down Red Tower on the way to Meridia as crossproduct picks up his gravity suit. Cross with a beautiful swaggy D-boost off that enemy to cross the ocean. The ocean blue of Criteria. And Beeps makes his way through Rocky Meridia. Meridia can be a very tricky part of the mid to late game, but both these runners are highly accomplished. Beep setting up for an X Factor against Botoon, just making his way past these mock droids. Oh, Cross got a little bit held up in Hellway from the Vileplume, but a nice swaggy D-boost to recover. Beep shaking off damage dealt by Botoon in order to get the one cycle. Very nice fight from Beeps. And Beeps with a hole-in-one on a par 3 to get that Botoon energy tank. That was really nice. Speed Echoes to do a quick farm, and then he's into Coliseum. Beep setting up for full halfy here. And nails it first try every time, thanks to that Blatt timer. Beep's missing the turrets as he waits for Dragon to appear. Cross product with a really nice diagonal spark. Dragon is one of the few bosses, perhaps the only boss in the game that takes damage from Shine Sparks. So Beeps is setting up short charges and X Factors to deal maximum damage to Dragon. Beeps with a nearly flawless Dragon fight as Cross Product begins his Botoon fight. Electing to go with super missiles. An absolute fusillade of regular missiles as Cross Product tries to finish off Botoon. Oh, what a snipe with that X Factor particle! Excellent work, Cross Product. Beep's getting a blue suit by sparking Dragon to death and sets up a beautiful reverse full halfy. As Chad has pointed out, I think we have an issue of, or a classic example of potato, whether it's Botwoon or Botoon, is left up to the viewer's interpretation. Alright, looks like we're caught up. Looks like Cross is making his way through Coliseum on the way to Dragon as Beeps goes for Plasma Beam. Planet Zebus can be very dangerous to both new and old runners. Cross grabbing the Dragon missiles, I guess wasn't satisfied with his ammo count. Beeps now has the overpowered beam. Cross product opening with a spark and an X Factor against Dragon. Setting up for a twofer. Just barely missing him. Really, really nice fight by Cross Product to dispense with Dragon very quick. Blue suits for both runners. It just shows you the terrific execution and skill on display today. Cross product with a beautiful reverse full halfie. That's one of the benefits of the blue suit. You can also get a spike suit, but I guess blue suit is doesn't require any frame perfect inputs to acquire. Just killing Dragon with a shine spark. Beeps with a really nice speedball heading to the ice beam room. And we'll see if Cross goes for Plasma Spark. Phenomenal. Not the Plasma Spark that the bounty is for, but it's still an amazing spark nonetheless. Beep's collecting late ice beam, so he's heading south route to Lower Norfair through the Karak Speedway. Cross product, having collected his plasma beam, will make his way also to Norfair. We're only 33 minutes into this race, and I'm just very, very impressed by both runners' execution and movement. You can see that both of these runners were very high seeded at the beginning of the tournament. Beep's one of the most treacherous rooms in the game, the Pillar Room. I think he set up for Pillar Spark, Fast Pillars, but didn't get it, going with Power Bombs instead. Beautiful health heading into Amphitheater. Or I should say, worst room of the game. And Cross Product heading into his Ice Beam. Beeps with really nice movement through worst room of the game, and now he enters Amphitheater. Losing his space jump, though, that's going to cost him a few seconds, but not any health as he avoided the lava. Check that, should say acid. It's somewhere in my notes here, just let me see. Let me see what my notes have. Somewhere in these notes is all the names of the rooms, lava, acid, and the difference between the two. Cross product also getting late ice, so he's headed towards the south route. Beeps avoiding the Diskegas very, very nicely using the Morph Ball. Cross having a bit of trouble in the Croc Speedway, but just backs up a little bit, takes another charge, and makes it through, no problem. Beeps heading into Ridley. Cross product hot on his heels as he enters lower Norfair. It'll take 20 charged plasma shots against Ridley, each one doing 900 damage. Supers do double damage at 600. So a 3-to-2 ratio between super missiles to charged plasma shots against Ridley. Ridley pogoing and pogoing as he changes color as Beeps continues to deliver charged plasma shots. Beeps shaking off a swoop, shaking off a tail lunge. Still continuing to pump Ridley full of those plasma shots. Oh, and Beeps got grabbed. Ridley continues to pogo. But Beeps is unfazed. And down goes Ridley. Very nice fight by Beeps. Cross making his way through worst room in the game. Power bombing the ceiling. Keeping space jump, wall jumping like a madman. All right, we're back. Cross product grabbing the power bombs of necessity. I don't like the name power bombs of shame, so I call them the power bombs of necessity, because if you need to get power bombs, you got to pick up those power bombs. I'd like to remind Chad to maintain a level of decorum and respect. There will be no shaming any runner for picking up power bombs of necessity. Beeps looking extra clean through lower Norfair escape as cross product makes his way towards Ridley. Cross product staring down Ridley. Again, it'll take 20 charged plasma shots to deal with this Space Pelican. Ridley being extra aggressive, just firing fireballs left and right. Ridley is close to death now as cross product delivers more and more charged plasma shots. A quick morph ball roll under to avoid the pogo. And Ridley goes down. A very nice fight by Cross. Beeps broke out of spin a little bit, but manages to get the door open. Sometimes that's the biggest challenge, is just getting your foot in the door, you know what I mean? Cross product with really nice wall jumps through those spikes and Kagos. Looks like Cross setting up for a speedball. Ah, just barely missed it. Elects to go with a bomb instead. Really terrific movement from both runners. Snake, I completely agree. Both these runners are just exceptionally skilled, with only a minute or two separating their PBs. Cross product with pseudo screw attack to dodge the boulders, dodges all the projectiles. A really nice escape so far. Now this appears to be unprecedented. I haven't seen any runner go for this item pickup. Just maximum power bombs. Beeps into G4 at just over 43 minutes. Really terrific run so far. Cross with a little bit of trouble from the Three Musketeers. Those key hunters deal a ton of damage, electing to just destroy them instead of trying to outmaneuver them. Chad is informing me that Cross picked up those power bombs because he's setting up some sort of crystal flash skip. Stay tuned, viewers. We're going to see what exactly Cross plans to do with all those extra power bombs. Beep just absolutely flying through these Metroid rooms. Veterans of this game, as well as the Metroid series, know that it takes an ice beam shot and 5 missiles, or in this case, 1 super missile, to destroy any of the Metroids. But using grouping strats, you can use a single super missile to destroy 3 Metroids at once. Cross product intentionally taking damage, so he must be setting up for some sort of crystal flash. Beep's doing the tango with the Metroid, trying to set up this Metroid skip, the baby skip. Oh, and just gets grabbed at the last second. Beep's refilling his health as he heads towards the Zebetite room. Chat just going absolutely nuts as Cross Product sets up. I don't even know what to call it. Chat, help me out. I've never seen it before. A crystal flash on an elevator to gain a blue suit. The crystal flash or CF skip. Thank you, Paper Tiger. A crystal spark or a crystal flash spark. Crystal flash skip would be to get to Botoon without speed or ice beam, I believe. A very popular strategy in randomizers. Beep's making short work of the Zebetite room and just pounding Mother Brain with missiles and super missiles. Cross Product showing off his exceptional skill in the dashless category by setting up that crystal spark to gain a blue suit. Chat saying he's going to hold on to that blue suit until the baby Metroid. Beep starting his fight against Mother Brain 2. It'll take, again, 20 charged plasma shots, and after 14, Mother Brain will enter the catch-up phase. What makes it so challenging for Cross Product is he cannot press the dash button. Otherwise, he loses the suit. Mother Brain into the catch-up phase now. Beeps unfazed and finishes off Mother Brain. Really nice fight from Beeps. Cross is blasting through brick walls with that blue suit on. Blasting through enemies too. It's unbelievable. He's like the Juggernaut. I agree, Rasu. Cross heading to G4 with a time of 49:10. For those just tuning in, Cross Product has elected to use a trick known as Crystal Flash Spark to gain not just a blue suit, but just kind of a permanent speed echo state or speed boosted state, but without being able to run very quickly. Beep's just throwing those hyper beams at Mother Brain 3. Only a few more shots and I think he's got her. Very nice fight by Beeps. Beep starting his escape now as Cross enters the first Metroid room. Cross still holding on to that blue suit. Hasn't hit dash, hasn't pressed down and jump. Really discipline. A discipline-dependent trick, I would think. Beep's executing a very nice spark to go up the shaft of Old Torian. And we'll see if he decides to save the animals. This is what we've all been waiting for, viewers, and why Cross Product has held a blue suit for this long. Beep's electing to save the animals as usual. Beep's with the canonical ending. And Beep's finishing with an official SRL time of 52:18. GG's to Beep's. What a terrific run. Oh my goodness, what has happened to Cross Product? Oh my goodness, it appears he's stuck. This is absolutely sensational. I cannot believe this has happened to Cross Product.
Hello.
Welcome, Beeps. GG on a terrific run.
Oh, hockey. Thank you.
So walk us through it. What were some of the pros? What were some of the positives of your run? And then we'll talk about maybe some of the negatives.
I mean, my movement was not the best, but I'm happy I got a ton of meme strats and just really cool things. I mean, I got the red tower down grab, which I thought was... Which is really just the first thing. It's like, okay, I need to get this now.
I thought that red tower was absolutely sensational. That was a terrific strat.
Yeah. I was just doing a ton of meme strats. I mean, I figured kind of close. It's not going to be sub 50. I mean, so I figured I may as well just do whatever.
That's a terrific approach to an already fun tournament, to go for, you know, meme strats or strats that are unconventional or sometimes low success rate, especially as you said, because you said sub 50 was out of reach.
Which is really just yeah, I mean, I figured sub 50 was out of reach. Like, I don't know. Especially around the plasma split. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, your boss fights were really sensational. I thought they were terrific. And
God, I got a left mid Fantoon. That was fun. In a race like this, and I get a left mid. I mean, that's That's just nice.
It looks like cross product is forfeited.
Oh man.
Tough luck, Cross. Welcome, Cross.
Hey, how you doing?
What happened?
I realized that I couldn't do Zeb Skip unless I used the Shine Spark, so I couldn't do anything fun with the Shine Spark, so I did something fun with the Spark. I got soft locked.
Oh man.
Go ahead, Beeps.
Hey, what?
I saw your mic was on. I thought you were saying something.
Oh. Wait, where did
But Cross, that was a terrific strat. I hadn't seen it before. Chad had to really help me out. So it's that's a. I heard you recently got the dashless world record.
Yeah, I'm not good at any categories that people care about, so figured why not get world record in a. I call it a niche category.
I think that's a kinder word. I think niche is a kinder word. A lot of people call them meme categories.
No, it's a niche category.
It's a niche category. I like that a lot. I think people are going to want to get into those categories now that they see some of the tech. I mean, that elevator crystal flash.
It's so easy, right?
to set up, what do you call that? A blue suit? What is the technical name for that?
Well, the elevator gives you a flash suit, and then you use the flash suit, and then all right, interrupting a crystal flash gives you a flash suit. Interrupting a shine spark, like on Dragon, gives you a blue suit. They're a little different in how they work. They're different things that store shine sparks, but yeah, technically you start off getting the flash suit from the elevator, and then you turn it into a blue suit by taking your stored shine spark and interrupting it.
Wow, that is some very, very complex tech, but thank you for the very lucid explanation.
Wait, so how did you say you interrupted a shine spark? Did you say you did it on an elevator?
You interrupt the crystal flash by going down an elevator. Basically, you initiate the elevator sequence on the same frame that you're pressing down to get the shine spark, and then you get you use that stored shine spark and interrupt that.
How do you actually interrupt that? I only know how to.
Well, then you do a crystal flash to interrupt that shine spark.
Oh, wait. Oh my god. That's.
Beeps, I'm as lost as you are, probably more so. But it sounds very, very difficult to pull off.
I've only ever seen it in like one.
Oh, go ahead, Beeps. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
You basically did an elevator crystal flash into a crystal spark, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Terrific tech. So, Cross, memery aside, what were some highlights of your run?
Dragon fight. That was about it.
I think you're too hard on yourself, Cross. I thought your movement was really good. You were, you weren't far behind Beeps for most of the run. I'd say a lot of it.
I had the restream up, and up until Kraid, my TV was showing what BPS was doing on the restream. Like, okay, whatever. I'm behind by the delay, basically. And then, I missed a Kraid quick kill, and a lot of stuff just went wrong. After Fantoon, I was just kind of like, all right, I'll just do my best, and if BPS is still way ahead, then I'll do something fun.
Right on, right on.
Yeah, I noticed that I accidentally used all my power bombs and had to get PBs of shame.
Oh man.
Quote unquote accidentally. I mean, when you went for the second pickup in Norfair on your lower Norfair escape, I was like, what is he doing? But shout outs to Canadian Owl. He knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, I saw him yell at me for dashing. He's
I feel like he deserved a win for all the memes and stuff. I mean, because those are.
It's fun to win, but I'm here to have fun. Winning is fun, but also showing off cool tricks is fun.
Absolutely.
Probably the best place in the entire tournament, honestly. Just because all the cool stuff. I mean, when are you ever going to see those really weird tricks ever, basically?
You can check out my VOD.
Oh yeah,
From my run last night.
gonna have to do that actually.
I actually have to do that twice in my route.
I think it's terrific
Man.
because it shows that, like, everyone in this tournament is very new to any percent, but that doesn't mean that people are like me where they're novices to the game. Like, you both have an exceptional amount of experience with Super Metroid, just maybe not necessarily any percent. You do randomizers, you do dashless, you do all these other categories.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yeah, I
skill,
mean, I have okay times in pretty much every category. Low ice, RBO.
sorry, Cross, you cut out a bit at the end there.
Oh, I mean, I have okay times in a lot of categories. I've run some low ice and some RBO, some hundo, and they're all middle of the pack times for any given category. I'm like a jack of all trades kind of speedrunner. Like I get good enough at a game that I can be happy with it, and I don't go crazy trying to save 3 frames over a course of a 2-hour run. So that's kind of my take on speedrunning. Once when you miss one trick and have to reset, then I mean some people are really more competitive and into that kind of fierce speedrunning. But me, I'm just like, I'll do it till it's fun, and when it stops being fun, I'll pick a different game.
I guess my take is I'm just doing other random stuff that isn't completely any percent just to keep enjoying the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And that's another thing. That's why you can pick up niche categories or something that requires a few extra tricks that you have to learn. That's why I love randomizer. I mean, I learned most of the RBO strats that I needed because of randomizers. Like, oh, I have to get through Meridia without gravity suit. Oh, I have to get this weird grapple jump to get out of Dragon. But I know how to do RBO now.
Right on. No, I think you both take, a very interesting, but also, it's good, an interesting approach to the game, but it's also good because, it's really not something that if you take super seriously, like it's only going to lead to just sucking the fun out of it. So the fact that you're both able to keep it fresh, keep it new, try different strats, and have fun doing it, I think that's really a testament to not only your skills as runners, but also your attitude towards the game.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't want to say that guys like Zeus and Behemoth aren't having fun. I mean, it's fun for them to be competitive and be on top and really hone their skill, and that's cool too. That's not really my personality.
Right on. So I think we're going to wrap things up here. Thank you both for the interview. Beeps, do you have anything else to say?
Thanks for having me, right? And GG, Cross.
Yeah, GG, man.
race.
You earned it. I was taking a peek. You had a pretty good run. You were.
Thanks.
I was so close to getting full halfie too. I didn't bonk into the door. I got the jump out of the little alleyway, but I was like a couple frames short of activating my Shine Spark. But...
All right, there we go. I got it.
Nice job, Beeps.
I did the other Plasma Spark.
Nice.
His name.
That's the one on the left.
The one on the left, yeah. Does that save time?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, it certainly doesn't save health, right, gentlemen?
Oh boy.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Again, thanks.
Hey,
for
thanks.
having me.
Thanks for commentating, Hockey.
My pleasure. We had some technical difficulties, but we finished strong.
I think I'm gonna have to watch this one back.
I will also
Something
point
later.
out that you got a 52:18. That's 5 seconds faster than my PB. So.
Oh wow.
What are the
Yeah,
chances?
I came into this
What are
run.
the chances?
I came into this run expecting that I would win under extenuating circumstances only, but it's fine. That's why Swiss is cool. So I'll get another opponent that's 1-1, or am I 2-1 now? How many races have we had?
This
This
is only
is
round
my
2,
second.
so we still have.
Okay,
at
so I'm
least-
1-1.
All right, you guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much, and GG to both of you.
Yeah, have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching at home, and I will see you next time. Maybe I'll get behind the mic one of these days in the next couple of weeks.
You absolutely should, Cross. I think you'd be perfect at it.
I don't know, man. I've never tried commentating before.
Oh, you've
I'm a
never
little nervous.
commentated?
Beeps is great at it too.
I need to get on it. It's
Oh,
really
I
good
also want to
fun.
give shout outs to, okay, I'm like 99% sure that this is Melanax's work, but the spreadsheet looks beautiful.
It is a terrific looking spreadsheet. Thank you very much, Mello.
I'm assuming she made it. It reminds me of like her stream layout. But...
All right, that's going to do it for us here. To all you viewers out there, thank you so much for watching the Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament. Be sure to follow the runners, BluePlasmaSpark and crossproduct. And shoutouts to Speed Gaming for hosting the restream. And on behalf of everybody and part of the Super Metroid Prodigies Tournament, GG's to our runners, and we'll see you next mission.